So hello everybody, so good to see you back. It's Vita here again, tension expert and burnout coach. And today I want to speak about one more very important topic that will point to understand more reasons causing the burnout. And today it's about more about women, about feminine energy disbalance in women. That's one of the hidden root causes that lead to long-lasting burnout. And we will watch into the windows of awareness, windows of growth, what's actually hiding behind that. Before we start, I will try to explain very shortly for those to whom this information is completely new, what's the difference between feminine and masculine energies. So every person has both energies inside of them. And the problem nowadays is that we live in such a masculinized world, in a world of achievement, in a world of participating, getting things done, presenting ourselves, bringing forward. So it's a lot into action. So this is presenting and showing already a little bit how this masculine energy is. Masculine energy is initiating, getting things done. It's pushing things forward, making things happen, achieving. So it's do, like getting the trail on the rails. Mothering, being a mother, for example, is also masculine energies, like making your child do this, do that, correcting, teaching them something. It's also going a woman into her masculine nature. Woman and feminine in nature is relaxed, trusting things to happen, is leaning back, is not pushing anything forward, just giving space and focusing back on herself. So do you already see how different it is, and how many women who work, who are mothers, who are trying to find their place in society, how much they are in this opposite, how difficult it is to like take a step backwards, to relax, to trust things are going to work out, especially during this corona crisis when nothing is certain anymore, and there are many crises, many forms of crisis throughout lifetime where you cannot really hold on to a particular thing and have your security point on one or another way. So if we think about windows of awareness, maybe one more important thing would be to mention is what's the result of women going into this extremely masculinized side is that they get a disbalance inside of themselves. They get health issues. It could be declarable, it could be undeclarable health issues. They cannot live their joyful, feminine, relaxed nature anymore. They're always into the extreme of themselves, and their private life suffer next to their health. So there are many chains of this balance that it's bringing. But today we will watch into the particular subconscious programs that are like radiating without being aware as a result or as a sign of this feminine energy disbalance. So the first one I could think of to be aware of is a woman that has lost her core, that has lost her value, knowing what she stands for, what she accepts, what she likes. Once a woman is in a difficult situation, one would quickly go into the victim mode, thinking, oh, but there's nothing I can change, and there's no way I can get out of this situation. And what follows after that, she would look for a confirmation from her environment. So she would give, and do things for others. And if she hears a confirming word or a compliment, or somebody recognizes her, which is in a way natural, but subconsciously it could grow into over focusing on that zone, into over focusing on getting that confirmation from the outside world. Like I have to think of a lady. She told she had like after a while a first date with somebody that she really liked, and part of her was willing to get this confirmation. Oh, so did he like me? Will he text me back again? Will he get in touch? So there's a huge insecurity behind not having your strong core, knowing who you are, what your values are, what you stand for. So this continuous seeking to get affirmation from the outside world. We don't want that. As soon as we notice that, we know we are not sinking down into this relaxed, full, expansive space into ourselves. The second window of awareness would be energy of waiting things to happen, waiting till you will buy the house, till you get married, till you finish your education, till your baby will be born, till your children will grow up, till your children will end education. So energy of waiting things to happen. And you see, in the waiting, there's a lot of tension. Your focus is not present at the moment. It's not enjoying. It's again like somewhere tensed on a line, waiting for things to happen. And from that space, women get to be controlling every step on the road, and they forget to enjoy being in the moment. And as if there is no moment left for themselves, they would feel like they are giving themselves away too much, and they have no time, like to quality time, not even with themselves, with their friends, with the things that they love to do. The third window of awareness would be energy of outcome. An energy of outcome would express itself like you wait the other to do the things for you, like you wait your partner to bring that trash every time, to fix that car, to cut that grass, to pay those bills. You're so outcome oriented, like if you did do this, then I do that. If you don't do this, then I do that. So it's a very interdependent, also very tense situation that gives this balance. And the next one would be energy of expectation. So I heard such a beautiful example about the wedding, right? You go with to your relative's wedding to give your best wishes and greetings. You want to do a surprise, and you are met with a shock, with being mistreated at the door and with being shouted, and those expectations right away cause such a huge pain. Well, that's a little bit extreme example. Maybe expectations could be well milder. It could be that you expect, for example, that your children will do well at school, or that your colleagues will get their job done if you are a manager somewhere. And when it's not happening, then it causes right away disbalance. There's no space left for the things that may go wrong. It's everything is being put in boxes, and as soon as those expectation boxes don't close properly or don't open up properly, it causes a huge sea of stress. What else could I think of? Let me just pause for a little second. Aha. Regarding the energy of expectations, I have such a beautiful example. I have to think of one of the women that I met once, and she said, like, they should do this for me. Why should I do this certain way? And she was also in having issues in her love life, and she was like, he should do this for me, and why should I do this thing? And seeing this, because at some point in my life I went through that lesson as well, I thought, oh wow, I also had such expectations once, and I was not able to really see in myself back the softness to approach the situation from a different place, instead of like getting into the, if we would take, like a chicken and a husband of a chick and a husband of a chicken. What's its name? I forgot now for the moment. And it would be like da, 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 da. So this is the type of energy a woman can also easily get in, like being like a small kid that puts lips together and dislikes things, shows dissatisfaction in a very cramped way. And this, once a woman is sinking in that place, it's like it radiates actually underlying thing like an insecurity, like it's overlapping a little bit maybe with the outcome energy, that you want the other to do things for you, instead of seeing, so what's the growth point in you? Where can you approach the things from a different way? Because to release the cramp from the situation, expecting things to be a certain way. You see, it's like none of them gives any opening for any new fresh wind. Another beautiful one is the energy of overinvestment. Women who are mothers, or maybe they're not even yet mothers, they take it subconsciously often over from their mothers, you know, doing a lot of things for the other. So do, say, change, correct, make it better. I remember in one book, some famous psychologist mentioned it like a man is a fixer of the house and a fixer of the things, and a woman is a house improvement committee. She always wants to improve things. So it's a classic example of a woman going into her masculine energy, and you know, like every detail has to be put in place, and otherwise things are wrong. And you know, it's like if you take the bees, you know, the bees that are buzzing around, that would be something similar that could represent that. And women going into that place can easily get a disbalance in the whole family. So imagine how her partner responds, how her children respond, how people around her respond if she's in this mode. This has to be done that way and that way. And I know for myself, I also like to go once in a while into that mode, and it's funny to see that how my surroundings react to that. So once the woman is in the continuous giving, and that giving manifests not only at home, very often at work, and it's not just about doing the task. You can do the task in two ways. You can put your whole soul and do very much your best and push things forward and like put a cramp into it. And you can still do your best, but in your heart, you can leave space and think, however it works out, I'm fine with the outcome. I remember once in my life also, because I'm working with clients, and I was into this perfection mode. And once I even got a recognition from one of my clients, well, you know, it's perfect. I've never seen anybody doing it better. So it was like, it was a wake-up call for me. Oh, wow. I thought I was really overdoing and perfectionizing everything. But that really drained a lot of energy from me. So I was giving the very best part of my skills, and it was kind of inner effort, like it sounds funny and crumpy even when I say it, to give that very best in that hour. And I thought, if I will stop doing that, I'll just lose the clients. And at some point I couldn't even take anymore this doing very much my best, because it was like it was eating me up. And at some point I had to stop. I really had to minimally give my effort. But what happened? The world turned around. People needed me even more. Clients got even more interested and even more responsible with themselves, even though I thought that there will be a great change in the quality of work that I do. No, the quality of work which I have done didn't change. My inner bubble of effort has changed, and it took a great load away from me. So this is also a thing that I see in quite many people, already independent men or women, going into this cramp effort mode, which is a huge thing, bringing people towards burnout. I will soon get more into the solutions. So these are the windows of awareness. I'll soon get into the solutions. So what can be done about those things? So first step is to become aware, firstly, to catch yourself in which behavior are you turning into 10, 15 times per day, to know the way your subconscious operates before you can do any change. So what, instead of giving to others, and then maybe a hidden part is even expecting to get others to give you the same thing, just giving to yourself, nourishing yourself, being kind to yourself, being compassionate to the mistakes you have done, opening yourself to receiving, to leaving space for the things that you have no control of. Do you feel how much more opening is there already?